Howdy, y'all. On this episode, we're just gonna get rid of some rotten walls and put up some new ones. So let's jump on in. So for now, I just screwed this plywood sheet down with a few screws just to give it, some stability with the subfloor there, or the beams going across. And so I just nailed or screwed this scrap piece here to hold this wall solid, and the two wall sections that I'm replacing here, they ended right about there, where you can see I drew, measurements there maybe. And so I just cut the 2x4 top plate right there, so we can remove this side. And then, like I said, this one's gonna be stable for now. I'll remove this, and then there might be some screws in here that I have to take off. Let's see here, we'll push on this. Yeah, something's holding it up there, because I don't think I have it nailed down on any of the bottom plate. So we'll take a Sawzall to any of the screws or whatnot, because these screws are these funky heads that the old trailers had, and I don't have the right piece, or what do you call it, the right bit to take these off, because they're, I don't know, they're a funky shape. So anyway, we'll use a Sawzall back here and cut some bolts out, or screws. Hopefully this wall will fall down after actually shoot, I still got to trim these down, and maybe it'll fall down after that. We'll see. So luckily on these old, tin-sided houses, they're like 8-foot sections, maybe 6-foot or 8-foot or 10-foot sections for the aluminum, and then they have to fold into the next one. So yeah, so since I'm building out or tearing this wall down, I just had to unfold it there, and then had to go slow-mo for effect. And yeah, it felt good to get that one down there. And we'll pull in this wall. I think when I was building those, I was telling you guys how I made one wall and forgot to put the window section in it. I thought I was saying it with this one because this was the longer one, and no, this one didn't need a window in it. Although I might put one of those bathroom windows in there where they're only as wide as in between 116 on center, so I won't have to get rid of any of those 2x4s. But it is a smaller section in front of me there, or to my left, where I forgot to put the window in, and I'll be putting that wall up here pretty soon. But just kind of eyeballing this one and screwing it in place so it doesn't fall down on me, and so I can move on to the next one. So yeah, one down, 3 more to go for this project, or part of the project. Yeah, see that window right there? So when I made that wall, you'll see when I move it into place that, hey, there's no opening for a window. So yeah, I gotta work on that at a later point. Sorry about the camera angle here. I think I was taking out the wiring at the bottom there, so when it falls, the wiring doesn't go with it. But just taking it off because it was nailed into the shear wall there. And just trying to use the pry bar and strength, but I had to go get the Sawzall to get that out of there. And here she comes, and she was a little heavier than I thought, because she almost knocks me on my behind here. You'll see that. Oh, look out! But I saved it. And no harm, no foul. So we're good to go. Live to fight another day. Yeah, here comes that wall with no window spacing in it. But it's only 8-foot section, so really light, easy to put in there. Boom. Fit perfect. I was shocked, obviously. So we'll put that anchor down and move on to the next wall. All right, getting ready to drop this section of the wall here. I did cut at the end over there where the new wall will meet approximately. I needed to go, drop these two studs, but this electrical is kind of, it's all bunched up here, comes through the top plate. So I cut the top plate right here. So I'll just drop the wall from there over and then deal with this small section on its own. So yeah, let's get ready to push this over onto my little sad garden tractor here. So. Would usually have the volume up a little more so you can hear the sounds of good old construction, but most of the time I have music playing, and so I don't want to get any of the copyright strikes. Plus, most of y'all probably wouldn't want to listen to the music I listen to anyway, so that's why I turn it way down. But so you can kind of hear some of the stuff I'm doing, but. So there, yeah, I'm just kind of separating that section there where I was pointing out with the electrical wire going through and with the 3 studs nailed together. And yep, just had to clip one last little tin piece and that was holding it in place. And you can see it starting to go there with the movement in the window. There she goes. It was a tough lawn tractor, so no sweat there. Took it like a champ. Battery is dead or I would have moved it. All right, got that one down. Surprised the window didn't even break. But so on this here, we'll knock out these plates so that I can get this electrical out of the way, and then just pound it off at the top there. So, because I have that electrical that's going through the top plate, and yeah, so I'm assuming these are all nailed together, so it'll kind of be a pain to get these two separated from that one, but we'll make it happen. It's starting to rain, so maybe it'll happen next time. Take this plate off, blah, blah, blah. Put this new wall into place, temporary. So let's do it. I think I was talking about in a previous video how when I made this header, it was sitting on the on the floor that I had in the front room temporary, and it was a little off. Wasn't perfectly level. So that's the header that was the 2x4. When I nailed it in, it's sitting a little bit forward. So that's the one I get to cut the nails on and then push it back in, so it's flush with the 2x4 and nail it back in. But that's the one. And I did a little miscalculating on the top piece there and the top plate. So we get to go up there and cut the old wall a little bit so this one fits into place better. So we'll take care of that. Bada bing. And now I can straighten that wall up a lot better. There we go. Still just eyeballing it for now. And boom. Screwed in. Now that was the second time I got up there, and then just dropped a piece of wood out of my hand, and so defeating. I have to go up and down that ladder one more time. And here, just showing you what that wall looked like, and here we go. All right, we're on the outside looking in. Got that wall down and threw both of them down there. I didn't record it because you can see that it's been raining, so put the camera away. But anyway, this is what it looks like right now. I'm gonna take off since we're gonna break in the rain now, but looking at the forecast, it's gonna start raining here in a minute. So, and I'm tired and old, so I'm gonna take off. I should be back in a couple days, and we'll put this stud wall back up, and then maybe switch that one out, or just put this one up and then start working on putting the double sill plate on top so I can start putting the trusses up and then just deal with this front shear wall at some other point. But we'll do something. I'll get some more of those black tarps so I can cover that gap back there, this one up front here, and go around the walls on the bump out just to kind of enclose it in. And really it's mainly for privacy because my neighbors can see right in. So, all right, you know, it's good to keep as much of this, you know, the top plates dry as I can and that stuff. But anyway, here we are. Howdy y'all. So this is the last section. Well, no, actually it's not. I lied. Last sidewall section in the front end of the house, but I still have to do the front shear wall, so never mind. But we're gonna put up this one over here in that gap, and so I just got it all assembled. There will be one more window in it in the bathroom section, but it's only you know, a window that goes in between the two 16 on center studs, so I don't have to cut anything out. I will have to put a header and a baseboard for it, or the lower frame for it, but you know, I don't have to do any special cutting for that, so we'll do it when I get the wall up in place. So just have these two runners down here. Usually I'll keep this one even after the wall's up, but this one will get removed at some point because the electrical wires go through there. But we'll lift it up. It's going to be a pain to get it through there because if I try to go through the doorway, this is in the way and those are in the way. So what I'm going to do here is slide it through here. So you have that dip in the electrical. I'll just pound this one up, and since it's only a 2x2 or 1x3, it'll be able to move it easy. Push it through here. I'll take that cross beam down. There's only one screw holding it on. Do the same up there, kind of move it that way. And then it needs to be turned around, I believe, anyway. So kind of go in, back it up, out, put it into place. So hopefully this works. Well, looky there, success. Let me tell you, that was not fun. I'm sure you would have liked to see it, but oh man, it took forever. It was brutal. I was too embarrassed to film it because it was so precarious. And inch by inch, I ended up having to cut the top of this one and that one just to get it through. And yeah, had to move things around, throw a temporary beam down there, get some wonky plywood up here, use a clamp over there. And I just have it, yeah, clamp temporary there, screwed down here. And then I'm gonna mend those two together because this piece of plywood is not screwed down. It's kind of janky and I have too much to work with here. So when we splice it up there, it'll feed off of that support. I'll probably add another one from there to down there since I'm gonna drop this wall at some point. So good stuff.